man was removing his makeup when he suddenly discovered he couldn't take off the headpiece no matter what. The fake nose wouldn't come off either. Even the clothes he was wearing couldn't be removed. The man immediately found tools to try to cut the clothes open. Unexpectedly, the clothes remained perfectly intact. This made him feel somewhat uneasy. Left with no choice, he could only go home and tell his wife about this. His wife prepared to use tweezers to remove the fake nose. As blood flowed out, she forcibly yanked the fake nose off. However, at that moment, the wife discovered that her husband's wig had actually turned into real hair. Moreover, the strange clothes on his body prevented the man from using the bathroom. Jack began to feel extremely hungry. He realized something was wrong, so Jack immediately began investigating the origin of these clothes. To make himself look somewhat normal, he dyed his hair black. After investigating, Jack obtained the phone number of the clothes owner. He immediately called them. However, when the owner learned about it, he instantly became nervous. He warned Jack never to touch those clothes, but Jack said he had already put them on. The other person comforted him not to be afraid and asked him to come to his home. Jack could only follow the address to the man's house. The old man then told him the origin of the clothes. It turned out this wasn't an ordinary piece of clothing. It was the skin and hair of a demon. The old man said he would soon be controlled by the demon. This terrified Jack. He desperately wanted to know how to remove the clothes. However, at that moment, Jack's vision suddenly began to blur. Then he collapsed to the ground. When Jack woke up again, he found the old man had tied him up and was sharpening a knife nearby. The old man told him that anyone who puts on these clothes will eventually become a demon. Cutting off the head is the only way to stop the demon. Just as the old man was about to act, Jack immediately broke free from the ropes. He then tied up the old man and put him in the car. Jack intended to take him to the police station. However, at that moment, his fingers began to slowly elongate. His feet instantly burst through his shoes. While Jack was at a loss, the old man behind him immediately broke free from his restraints and tightly choked his neck. The two instantly started fighting. At the critical moment, Jack immediately pulled the handbrake.